Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Bhai Veer Singh was a great scholar and a great writer. And what Bhai Veer Singh used to do is, before he would sometimes go and write, he would go and sit on the edge of a river. And one day, he was sitting on the edge of a river doing his Naam Abhyas, doing Simran, doing some meditation, and focusing on Akal Purkh. While sitting on the edge of that river, he started focusing in more detail as the water was flowing in that river. It was flowing from a high spot to a lower spot. And as the water was flowing downwards, the water was also hitting rocks. And as Bhai Veer Singh was focusing on the details of the little drops of water, as they were hitting the rocks, the water would cry out in pain, because the water was actually feeling the pain. Bhai Veer Singh is looking at this with a different state of mind. They're looking at this and they're saying that, wow, how much pain is this water feeling when it goes and it gets in trouble? It goes up and down. It's going up and down in the water as well. And they're looking at that and they're saying, look, I'm like that drop of water. And as Bhai Veer Singh is noticing that that drop of water is hitting the rock, he starts thinking in more detail that that rock or that water is me. And I go up and down in life as well. I have highs and I have lows. And when life hits me, when just like that rock is hitting the water and the water is hitting the rock, I cry out in pain as well. Bhai Veer Singh, while they're sitting there, they start crying out in pain. And they start imagining themselves and putting themselves in the position of that drop of water that's hitting that rock. And then when they start looking at this in more detail, they start noticing as the drop of water hits the rock, one of the drops, it flies out of the river. It gets separated from the river, and then it goes, and then it actually lands in the dirt. And when it lands in the dirt, it gets dissolved inside of that dirt. So when it dissolves inside of that dirt, Bhai Veer Singh is there thinking in his mind that, look, that I am that drop of water that went and I just got dissolved in my own pleasures, in my own sukh, in my own peace, in my own desires. I got dissolved inside of that. Then they start looking at that water again, and the drop of water goes and hits that rock. Then it flies out and it lands on top of that rock where the sun is shining. And when it lands on top, the heat of the sun evaporates it. And when the heat of that sun evaporates it, that drop of water is evaporated into the sky. And at that time, Bhai Veer Singh starts thinking in their mind that, look, one drop of water went in, landed in the dirt, and it got dissolved in its own desires. And the one drop of water landed on a rock and got burnt by its own pain. So either sukh and dukh, pain and pleasure, both of these are separating it from its true mission. Even though that drop of water is traveling from up the mountain to the bottom of the mountain, it goes ups and downs in that river of life, and it hits those rocks, it cries out in pains. But there is one drop of water that hits that rock, flies out into the air, but it lands back in the river and continues on its mission to going towards the ocean, where it goes and it reaches that state of peace, where it reaches that stillness. So that is what Bhai Veer Singh's state of mind. And I encourage all of you to go and read Bhai Veer Singh's writings that he's written, all the itihas, the history of Guru Sahibah, and different things that he's written on Naam Simran as well. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Also check out our Amritsar Visitor Center project that we are currently fundraising for. Sangat Ji, we need your support. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.